Hey guys, welcome back to Risky's Revenge. In the last part, we got our monkey transformation and beat up the Squid Baron, so in this part, we're going to be doing some cleanup in Tangle Forest, getting the magic jams that you can get now that you're a monkey.
Yep.
Transformations, I'm glad were handled in a much better fashion compared to Shantae 1, where you had to, press directional buttons and then you just had to input a specific sequence of directional inputs to get a certain transformation. And now in this game, it's just hold down the dance button until you get your desired pose and then let go.
I think it really only works though because you've got only 3 dances. If they're gonna have a lot more in Half Genie Hero, I wonder how they're gonna do the dancing so that it's not a pain in the ass.
It could be as simple
Well,
as
here's the thing. Half Genie Hero is being built for console, so there'll be more buttons to work with.
yeah. And if that case, you can handle it as simple as Alucard's transformations in Symphony of the Night. One button. One button transforms into the monkey, one button transforms into the elephant, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, stick it
that
on the
could work.
D-pad. Stick it on the D-pad.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Or you mean the control stick, right? Because you're gonna be playing this game with the D-pad, right? Right?
No.
Because it's 2D.
No.
It's 2D.
No.
Play it with the
No,
D-pad.
no. Look. It's easier. It's easier to play 2D with an analog stick than it is to accurately use like a direction command to do style changes or transformations with an analog stick. That never ends well.
That's assuming the dances are set up that way at all.
Yeah.
All right, can someone explain to me the Stormcloud? Does it home in on a target?
No,
I
it just
don't
kind
think
of
so.
it's just kind of there.
It's
Because
there,
I had times where I summoned one and it suddenly shifts to the left or right
Oh
without
no,
me touching
it happens when you whip it. If you
No, but as I said, it suddenly shifts left or right without me touching it.
I have no
Which makes you
idea
think it
how
does
the
have homing
Stormcloud
properties?
works, and I've given up trying to figure it out.
It's too much
The
of a
game
hassle.
says it's the game says it's the trickiest one, and boy, goddamn, was it right.
It is powerful though, to its credit, because
Yeah.
I did use it a few times out of curiosity. It's like I tried out a lot of weapons for Rescue's Revenge just for the sake of having something to talk about. And like I said in the end of the last part, it makes really short work of Squid Baron because he doesn't really move.
The fireballs, they're about as useless as they look, right?
Yeah, and the final upgrade, despite kids loving it, the flamethrower, I didn't find much use of it. It eats up your magic like nothing else.
Well, all 3 of the final versions eat up your magic. The triple pike balls, that shit goes quick.
Not as quick as a flamethrower though.
Yeah. Well, it's a video game flamethrower. It has to be useless.
Yeah, this was something they changed for director's cut.
What?
These panels here, the ones that are moving up and down, left and right. You have to use your monkey transformation to climb with them, as Ted just demonstrated. You also notice there's safety platforms. The flat ones, they removed some of those for the director's cut.
What? They made this area more
well-
annoying?
Well,
Yeah, this
Director's
area
Cut
is harder.
has a larger screen as well, so you don't necessarily need as many.
No, but
The resolution is just the same.
but this
I-
this
Could have sworn I was playing on a wider screen.
No. Director's Cut offers 2 options. One, you keep the original aspect ratio, or you stretch it to make it widescreen. But it's not actually widescreen.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's same resolution.
but-
Yeah, they removed the safety platforms
Be honest,
for Director's
though,
Cut.
I had no trouble getting across here. So
I hate the beach areas in this game because getting through them is a pain in the ass, and there's also the mermaid shit later on, which we'll get to.
I think that's the worst of it. I agree that the beach parts are the worst part of the game.
No, it's especially when you go to the right from the back of Scuttletown. I hate that area. I hate that area so much. I hate the goddamn mermaids.
Yeah, I hate it, and I'm wondering where the hell my Harvey transformation went.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's a free magic jam here, so yeah.
yeah.
We were heading to the mayor.
How did you get here, you fat fuck?
I like how he just flat out sold the town to bandits, frickin' bandits.
Okay, no, Ryan, you're saying that, but in Pirate's Curse, all you have to do is go left one screen. So maybe he's playing on future hardware.
Maybe, but I still wonder how he got over here in
If
this
he
game.
ignores it, it's not really there.
Yeah, how did he get over here?
Yeah.
Maybe he knows of the secret underground passage that he's not willing to tell us about. It's like Knuckles in Floating Island. How do you think he always got ahead of Sonic? He knew this place like the back of his hand.
Well,
I don't hear any rebuttals.
Well, that was because Skype kind of dropped you for a few seconds, so I didn't hear the second half of
Okay.
your
Well, my
sentence.
Audacity file should
So,
remain
yeah.
intact, so you guys can rebuke whatever I said. Never.
Okay, now, Burning Town is in the Lilac Field. I love that track. I actually like Day Travel's remix better in this game than Burning Town's.
There are a few tracks brought back from the original Shantae. Not as much as what Pirate Curse brought back, but then again, I like Pirate Curse soundtrack a lot more.
Risky's Revenge has some great tunes, but it's just the sound quality on Pirate's Curse is just better overall. But they didn't bring back Day Travel, which was sad. They actually didn't bring back Tangle Forest's theme either, but if you get the soundtrack, there's a remix of it on there, so I suppose Jake Kaufman rearranged Tangle Forest's music, and then they just didn't have a place to put it in the game. Mostly probably because Tangle Forest is like 2 screens wide in Pirate's Curse.
Because you mentioned how you really enjoyed Tangle Forest's soundtrack in an earlier part, and I did mention the Pirate's Curse remix, but I only knew of that because of the Pirate's Curse soundtrack, but I just don't remember it playing in the game. But now you're telling me, oh, that's because it's not in the game.
It's not in the game at all, as far as I know. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. Because apparently there's tons of shit that I don't know about in the Shantae games, like I don't know that you can whip dogs, you evil, you evil fucks.
You innocent little boy.
I didn't whip the dog either.
one thing about Director's Cut is that the store is more visually appealing. Just like all the items are laid out.
Do they still have the giant fish?
Now, in a text box, the items are laid out, and you see the picture of the item. It's not a list. You see the picture of the item, and when you highlight it, it'll tell you what the item is down at the bottom of the screen.
Do they still have the giant fish in the background?
No, the graphically, I don't think that's what Lewis meant. Lewis just meant the item.
Oh no, I know. I'm
Yeah.
just being facetious.
Yeah. Well, everything's the same in the shop. At least I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Yeah, there weren't really. I love the pun on that. Barren desert. There really weren't any graphical changes between DSi and Director's Cut. You know, the resolution, the clarity of the sprites was increased, but I want to say the DSi version ends up looking better as a result, because when you play this on a PC, you get the increased clarity, but at the same time, you can count the pixels.
Yeah.
And that can get distracting. But when you put it in a handheld, you get a bit of blur, which I think makes the colors blend in better.
Well, it's the same sprites, and it's the same sprites in Pirate's Curse, and they look fine in that game, even on the Wii U where it's HD.
Well, here's my thing though. It's actually a personal thing, that as far as the screen clarity is, because some people, myself included, enjoy sharper pixels on sprite-based games rather than blur that imitates a lower resolution. Because I just don't like that. It's one of the reasons I prefer playing like virtual console games on the Wii as compared to on the Xbox 360.
I think it depends on the game, but one of the examples I can immediately think of, I actually like playing Sonic 2 on a Genesis compared to everything else, because
what about the Taxman version, John? Jeez.
On a CRT, there are some things that end up looking better in Sonic 2. Very minor stuff, but you notice it. One of the things I can immediately think of is in Chemical Plant Zone, the pipes that you use to travel through when you're zooming through that zone. On a CRT, the pixels blend together to make the tube look like an actual tube, cylindrical. You can't see any pixels. And those are certain things you can only really achieve when you play on a CRT. And I think in Shantae's case, it just looks better with the blur.
Well, you guys aren't really at the moment. You guys aren't looking at the highest quality right now. I'm gonna be uploading this in 720p, but it's in 360 because MediaFire. So yeah.
Yeah. The other thing though is what was I gonna say? Is that a dead end?
What the? I don't know what the point of this room is.
Unfinished.
You did the same
Unfinished.
thing. You did the same thing I did. You transformed back into your human form, and then obviously you can't dance since you're crouching down, so you have to very slowly make your way back out into the open.
The butt wiggle doesn't count as a dance.
I hate.
No.
I
She
don't
wiggles
like-
her ass when she crouches.
Twerking is not a dance, John.
Oh.
Grinding is not a dance either.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, in any case, what was I gonna say? You had to bring that up, didn't you?
I don't know
I
what
was
the
gonna
thing.
say I don't.
they're
I was gonna
for.
say I don't like Barren Desert that much. Mostly because it's this area in particular that where I really got confused with the map.
Yeah, you can take a look at the map, and it kind of sort of tells you how all of the underground areas connect, but not good enough, so you don't really get a good sense of where to go. And it's
Yeah, it doesn't tell you your current location. It gives you the layout, but it doesn't give you your current location.
does it do that in the director's cut version?
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, I love this
The
guy.
map is- Ammo Baron.
I love Ammo Baron. Look at his hat; it's so adorable.
It's pretty harmless in this game. Kind of makes me wonder why he became as rambunctious as he was in Pirate's Curse.
Well, he did basically admit that he was going to like turn the town into his own like kind of like explosion
Bandit staging base. Bandit staging base. Yeah.
Yeah, and also he's got cannons over there. Those are bad. Okay.
Well, his name is Ammo Baron. I would hope he has weapons.
Yeah, but
At the very least, ammo.
No, he's ammo baron. He only has ammo, no weapons.
Ah, that goes to Weapon Baron.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, talking of things that were distracting in the director's cut version, as far as HD clarity goes, the one thing that I would actually say is kind of distracting is the HD quality dialogue boxes and menus and portraits set up against the sprite backgrounds that are all pixels.
you might be annoyed with Pirate's Curse then because they have if you play on the Wii U,
I know
they've got
they do the same thing there. I've seen it.
you know. What's interesting about Pirate's Curse on the 3DS is that if you play it there, the portraits are 3D, so you can see when Risky Boots is leaning over, you can see her boobs in a forward plane than the rest of her body. Giggity? Question mark?
Okay.
Yeah. I have both versions because you know I'm a sap, but I do like having Pirate's Curse on the go as well as an HD version for when I'm at home. So yeah.
There's also nothing wrong with supporting what you love. Yeah, I bought Pirate's Curse twice as well.
I did too.
I bought Rescue's Revenge twice.
I bought
Rescue's
Risky's Revenge 4 times. Okay, I bought it once on my original DSi. I bought it a second time on my current 3DS, or at least the 3DS that I've transferred like 3 times because my DSi died and I couldn't get the file over. I bought it the director's cut version, which I haven't played an awful lot yet, and I also bought it again for this commentary. So yeah, click on some ads, people.
That's a joke. He didn't mean it.
Says you.
You don't speak for me.
Those little flying things, do they have a name? I don't know if they have a name. They're annoying.
Annoying fuckers.
Annoying fuckers, yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot more annoying in this game than because they're in Pirate's Curse as well. I think only in Saliva Island, but they're
sorry.
nowhere near.
Saliva
What?
Island?
Yep.
Was it Saliva Island? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Saliva Island.
Yeah.
The dungeon there is called
Gross.
Spittle Cave.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you haven't seen the half of it yet. Just wait till you play that game. Or we get to commentating on it. Whatever comes first.
Well,
They're not all over the place as they are here. Well, in the caves anyway, and in the mermaid area.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Well, I plan on getting Pirate's Curse this month or next month, depending on finances. It's like $20 on the Wii U, and I expect it to be something like $15.
It is a little bit expensive. It's worth it, though, because it's a really good game.
Yeah,
It's my
know.
favorite Shantae game. Yeah.
I plan on getting it anyway, but you know, it's just a little higher price point than I expected it to be. Let
Me
me
too.
guess, you're back by the
No,
by the
I'm-
10th,
I'm-
aren't you?
at the one. I'm where the warp squid is. Because I'm pretty sure there's a magic gem here? Question mark. There has to.
Magic Gem isn't what you're looking for, but there is a warp squid if you keep going to the left.
Yeah, I show off every area in the game just because.
Yeah.
And like you might want to use that warp squid at some point. It's probably the most inconveniently placed one in the game, but it's there.
I think you're only really using it when you're backtracking with the elephant, and you gotta break some purple rocks.
I hate the man. We'll get to that. Don't worry. We definitely get to that.
Can we
Joy.
not and say we did?
I cut past all of the bullshit, so don't worry about that. Like, you guys don't need... that was actually one of the things about this game that made recording it harder, is that I always stopped right before I had to do a backtracking, so I was like, I really don't want to go and do that, so I'd stall and play something else.
I would say the most pain in the ass things about games like this where you have to do so much backtracking is planning a route. So you can make transitions or cuts as smooth as possible.
Oh, no, I
Otherwise
just didn't give a shit. I just cut.
Okay, well, you're definitely not like me then, because I keep that shit in the back of my head all the time.
No, I just... If I need to edit more, I'll edit more. Like, it takes too much brain power to plan things. Gosh, John, what do you think I am? Competent?
Now we know why John handles all the Metroid games.
Well, also because John would probably smack me upside the head really hard if I took a Metroid game from you. Right?
That too, but he'd also be better at them. So
Well,
At
I'm
the
pretty
same
sure
time,
he'd
there's-
be totally fine with you taking other M's head.
But I don't want to do
No,
other
I'll do. Technically, there's nothing stopping you guys from uploading stuff to the MediaFire account. I wouldn't be able to do anything except give you a stink eye. Just saying.